Welcome to what is potentially the first of many vlogs, or a fun little experiment. I brought this camera like 2 years ago and intended on using it for vlogging purposes, but haven't really done that. And lately life has been shifting a lot. I'm a stay-at-home mum to 2 boys. I left my nursing career, but I've been really focusing on user-generated content. Some days I'm really clear on where I'm heading, and other days I just have no idea and just feel so lost. And if you're a bit woo-woo, apparently I've just started to head into my Saturn return. If you know anything about that, it's all about change, letting go, but it doesn't always feel the best and it can feel quite confusing, but it's so that you can sort of become who you're meant to be. And I really want to start prioritizing fun, which is something that I'm not really good at. I'm very serious at the best of times, always trying to do what's the most productive in my mind at least. Although fun can be productive, right? It can regulate our nervous system, bring us back to our inner child. But I used to love making videos as a kid, so I feel like this is a really great way to connect back into fun and back into my inner child. So I'm going to start vlogging and talking about what I've been through, talk about my experiences, just see what organically comes, but just make it about fun. So maybe like behind the scenes of UGC, pitching, filming, navigating mum life, random adventures, and whatever lessons and existential crises happen along the way. Okay, so the sun's like there. One thing about UGC is finding somewhere that has good lighting where the natural light is coming in. So I'm in my son's room, which is an absolute mess. It's a little bit chaotic, but there's the natural sunlight coming in from the street, from the sun. So I'm just standing with toys all over the floor, unmade bed behind me. Okay, never mind, I didn't like that. We've come into the kitchen, which I don't know if I like the background, but when I'm filming on my iPhone, it'll be a little bit more narrow, so we'll see how that looks. So I've got to film a review style UGC video for these nappies. My partner Terrence teaches guitar, and his student's dad is importing this brand from overseas, and he's going to distribute it in Australia, I think to like daycares, but he's looking for like genuine reviews of the nappies. So we've got heaps of these nappies. We probably used them a month ago and had like a month's supply, had no issues. They've lasted overnight. They've been really good. So happy to give a genuine review and get free nappies. But the boys are watching TV behind the scenes so that I can get this done without any noise in the background. Although the dog is barking in the background because she doesn't like being outside. So I've got like a little script, which is a genuine review. But because I have breastfeeding brain, I need to remember my lines. Okay. Australian distributor. I feel like I want to change the wording. Yeah, okay. We've been trying the Valona Cuddles. We got to try the Valona Cuddles nappies for over a month now. We've been trying the Valona Cuddles nappies for over a month now in the size medium. Being gentle on his skin. Honestly, they've held up really well overnight. Honestly, what is it? No. Anyway, that's done. So we're going to go to the playground for lunch, but one thing we're trying to do is make sure that we eat everything that we have at home and stop buying stuff while we're out. But we're going to the park because I applied for a social media job, just like a casual job where you go and sort of document different places that are kid friendly. And I've made it to like the next round of applications, and because they've had so many people, they've obviously narrowed it down. I don't know if it's like 5, 10, 20 people that they've narrowed it down to, but they've asked if we could go out and document a place in our style, similar to their style as well, and basically use that as like a second round of job application. Okay, we've done kinder drop off. We've been to baby bunting because this guy's been really congested overnight. He's much better in the daytime because he was sick last week, but overnight he's just super congested. So I got him a vaporizer. We haven't used a vaporizer with any of the kids, so I don't know if they're any good, but we'll check it out. But the plan is to try and get this guy to sleep, and then maybe I'll pitch some brands. I do need to do a voiceover, but I don't think I'm going to be able to do a voiceover until Terrence gets home from work. So yesterday it was pretty chaotic trying to film everything because it was a public holiday and the playground was busy, but hopefully I can get my job application in by tonight. It's due in like 2 to 3 days. I edited some photos on Lightroom, uploaded them to a Dropbox, and then I also had to like write a little bit of information about it, like a blog post. So I've uploaded that. I just need to do the video reel. It's nearly 1:30. I got longer than I thought I would. I've pitched 18 brands. I'm still sleeping, but I am starving. I sent 18 emails. I don't know if all of them will go to the right place. I just found whatever emails I could for brands. And one thing that I do differently than when I first started UGC is that I kind of tailor it to the brand. It's not like, hi, I'm Larissa, I'm a UGC creator. It's like, hey, this is what I can do. Or if there's a specific product, I can sort of say how I can create, I guess, authentic content based on my season of life. But yeah, pitching's a funny thing because this is cold pitching, so they're not always looking for UGC creators. So there's part of me, especially when I'm PMSing, where I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to look so silly, but how else am I supposed to get myself out there? It's okay if they don't need UGC creators. It's okay if they don't like my portfolio, my work. Like, it's okay. Baby daddy's home from work, so I'm going to do the voiceover for the reel, for the playground, and then I can just edit the video. Even if I can't get it done now, I can edit it tonight, but then the voiceover's just done. Mute it. Sandford Reserve in Carrum Downs is one of those parks that really has it all. So I'm just going through and like lining up footage that's relevant to the audio as well. So I think I've got a water play video somewhere. Okay, that's a good one. This is why it's always good to do it sort of fresh, because then you don't have to try and remember what you did when you have, especially when you have mum brain. All right, so I'm just adding captions now to the video, and then I'll upload it to the Dropbox and send it off. But we'll see if we get it. It'll be interesting. I wonder how many people I'm up against. I'm not really sure. But at the same time, I can post this on my feed if it doesn't work out. I always like to think if I don't get something, at least I applied myself and used my skill set and did it to the best of my ability. But there's something better that's more suited and more aligned coming for me. Let's get these captions done. I can hear the baby crying. Blah, 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 blah. All right, send. It's like I can breathe now. Okay, I'm pretty tired. I've just put all the washing away and I'll go do kinder pickup. So I did get a response saying no thanks. I feel like I have rejection sensitivity, but at the same time, like not everyone's gonna be like looking for UGC creators. It's not gonna be up their alley. My pitch doesn't land, but it's something that like, I struggle with, but it's so funny because like, you know, when you get like a cold pitch email, like it could be for like, here's how you go your Instagram, and they'll keep sending you follow-ups and follow-ups and follow-ups. That's kind of like what I'm doing. I haven't done any follow-ups yet because of like this whole rejection sensitivity, but I know a lot of people have success. So maybe stay tuned. Maybe I will do follow-ups of brands that I don't hear from. But yeah, getting like a response is nice because then you have a response. And like, I feel like I take it in the worst way. Like, no thanks. Like, what do you mean no thanks? Well, why don't you like me? Like there's like a wound around how people perceive me and putting myself out there, like putting myself out of my comfort zone, and then like someone responding like that, which is perfectly fine. But I think I worry about it. I've always had this like anxiety, like social anxiety around being perceived. So I thought it'd be interesting to share what I'm facing on this journey. Like it's not that deep, but it is like from a nervous system perspective, something that I'm like actively working on, and who knows, I'll probably be doing it for the rest of my life. Bubba. Ow! All right, we're done kinder drop off. This guy was up from like 1:20 a.m. till like 3 a.m. because the dog needed to go outside to the toilet. So I had to take him with me. Last night I tried to start editing this vlog to like get ahead. I need to also edit a reel for my friend that I went and had a healing with. I was going to do some UGC for her in exchange for a session, which was amazing. I just need to edit it, but it's a 50-minute video. I'm just sitting here editing this vlog that you're watching, and I'm gonna have to cut something out because I recorded me packing a lunchbox. Not that it's that important, in slow motion. I've edited some of the vlog that you were watching right now. There's so much duality in editing it because I'm like looking at my skin. I'm like, oh my God, you can see all my scarring. And it's like, oh, I need to whiten my teeth, but I can't because I'm breastfeeding. But then there's also this like part of me that loves editing. Like I used to love editing videos when I was a kid. I actually had like bad acne. So like that stopped me from doing so much. And now I just have all the scarring. And if I get one pimple, it's whatever. Like I'm filming this with like a pimple patch on, and it's nice to be in this place that I've done so much work that I don't care. If I show up online, I'm like, oh, like I don't have makeup on, I don't have mascara on, I have pimples, like whatever. Also, my skin is like 10 times better than what it was as a teenager. But it was something that I struggled with for years. And yeah, it's just interesting to be able to be like, I'm still going to post this, even though like I'm like judging my skin and like what it looks like. But I'm still gonna do it. It's kind of like a little healing process, I guess, doing this. And this is, yeah, me connecting to my inner child. Like Terrence, my partner, skateboarding. He loves it. I tried to, but then I hurt myself and haven't got back on the board since. And I'm like, how do I edit these vlogs? I also don't like the framing of it, but I also don't know how to frame it in this house because there's like, I wouldn't say limited spots that are clean and tidy. But we're at like 6 minutes, so that's solid. I don't know what's a good length to watch. I also want to do a video on like how much my home birth costs because I feel like that would be interesting because there are actually government rebates with part of your home birth. And I thought it'd be cool to share what I spent on my home birth. Like, you know, in comparison to like a private hospital. I mean, obviously if you go through the public system, it doesn't cost anything except maybe having a shitty OB that tells you your pelvis is too small, but that's another story. That's a VBAC story for you. But also I just want to like take a moment, how proud I am. Like I keep saying it's not that deep, but like this is something I've wanted to do forever. On Instagram, I've started doing it, but I feel like YouTube's like that inner child thing, isn't it, Bubba? I'm so tired. So I've been watching back this whole vlog as I've been editing it, and there's so many things that I'm like, oh, the audio is inconsistent, I'm not making enough eye contact, the framing's just not great, the lighting's not great. Not that it like matters as much, but I wanted to share that because as someone who's been like quite a perfectionist who won't start something at all because it's not perfect or it's not how I imagined in my head, I just want to like remind you, if you've gotten this far to the end of the video, like to just start, because like your first piece of content is never going to be perfect and you're not going to learn until you actually do it. So like I'm going to post this, it's not going to be like my best work. I mean, like it technically is my best work of this because it's the first time I'm posting something like this. You know, it's not going to be like the most engaging, the best lighting, the best audio, the best storytelling. And also, who cares about what other people think? You're doing this for you. But in terms of the brands that I pitched this week, so I pitched 18 brands. I heard no thanks back from one, and I got one reply saying that I'm being passed on to the marketing team, and I got another reply saying the marketing team will be in contact with you. But I haven't heard anything. So out of 18 brands, that's 3 responses. Not the best, but it is what it is. And I thought it'd be cool to sort of share the reality of it, because a lot of the times you see the highlights of someone's UGC career. And in terms of my job application, I've been progressed to the next round. So I found out yesterday that they want to progress me to the next stage, and I have to do like a talking video about what's on for the weekend so they can kind of see how confident I am talking to the camera. So I have to do that today. I think it would be interesting to, let you know if I got the job or not. If it's meant to be, it's meant to be. But I'll try and leave it in the comments if you're still watching this video. Thank you for watching and coming along on this little first vlogging venture with me. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you have any questions or if anything comes up. I'd love to know. Also, I mean, I could go be a perfectionist and like come up with a script. Am I supposed to be like subscribe or like or share this video? Like, I don't know. I'll figure that out for the next video.